Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another shop my stash. So I used these products for 2 weeks now, and this is my makeup basket that I keep my everyday products plus my project pan items. So what I think I'm going to do, since it's like my first time having to put stuff back, I'm going to open the drawers and just, you know, go through each drawer one by one. So let's just start. So here, what did I have last 2 weeks? I had this foundation here. I was using the Revolution Pro CC Perfecting Foundation in F0.5. Guys, it matched me. I didn't think I was this pale at any time of the year. Now, it was so pale that I felt extremely flat, so I would like bronze the heck out of myself, but I actually really like this. It is a medium to full coverage foundation. You could definitely make it foundation. You could definitely make it full coverage if you wanted to. I do like it. I actually really like it. I'm really happy with it. It's not the exact same as the It Cosmetics CC cream, but it does have a very similar texture. It's not like matte, but it's not glowy. I would say satin. But anyway, this is going back in the drawer. Is there anything else from this drawer before I kind of... Yeah, I think so. We had this as well from the drawer. This is the Revolution banana powder that I was using. I really like this. I only haven't got it recently enough, and I use it under my eye. It is a banana shade. It is a little bit darker, so you just have to be careful with how much you put on it. And did I pull in a primer? I thought I did. Oh, I did. So for primers then, I pulled in this Stellar Brightening Primer sample that I got from Elaine. And it was like a pinky colour with a pore filling element to it, but it was thin, it wasn't thick. And I liked it. It didn't do like anything spectacular, but I liked using it. So that is going back. So is that everything for this drawer? And then we'll see what we pull out. So this time, I don't know if you've noticed, but we have something new in here, and it's this. So this foundation is 49 euros. Isn't that a joke? But I got it with a voucher. This is meant to be the second lightest shade. With the pandemic, I have to order everything online. And this is meant to be the second lightest shade. And I watched videos. I looked up swatches. And it looked fine. And I did a shade match foundation website, and it recommended this shade. And I also did a thing where you stand in front of the natural light with no makeup on and you take a picture of yourself and it shade matches you. So that's why I ordered this particular shade in 2C1 Ecru. And it is darker, too dark for me. So the next time I will get the palest shade. It said online it was going to be pale with a pink undertone. Nope. I only wore it once since I got it, because obviously I only got it, and I mixed it with this foundation here that was light, and it was perfect. Absolutely bloody perfect. And it was bloody beautiful in that one time. So I'm going to pull it out now and just get some use out of it since it's new. So this can be added to the list of things. Then for concealers, did I pull in a concealer the last time? Oh, let me come back to say on that one. Where is it? This one. I have it here. So this concealer I had in the last time, and this is the Inglot concealer in 91, and I'm actually going to clutter this. I will pan of concealer, and I will dislike pan of concealer. But this just wasn't working for my skin at all. Don't know why. I tried it with many different bases. I tried it with no base. I tried it with a really good prepped skin. So then I said, okay, I'll try it on my arm where there's nothing on it, and it still wasn't really working out. So this is going to be a decluttered. So that's a decision made. Now for concealers to pull in, I have new concealers as well, which doesn't really happen. So since the last 2 weeks, I got this one from Makeup Revolution when I am in the chemist when I was getting my tablets. And then this one was part of the voucher with that foundation. So I want to pull one of these, and I think I'll pull this e.l.f. one. And this one is in the shade Fair Rose. And what was shocking to me is there's only 2.5 mils in it. Oh my God. Have any of you guys finished one of these before? How long did it take? So we're going to pull this. What the hell was that? Then for primers, I'm going to pull this out now. I have it in my primer. That's a kitty scratch. I have this in my primer section, but I don't really like. It is the watermelon. It's the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. Now you could, I suppose, put it in the highlighter section, because what I've been doing so far is putting this all over my face before I put makeup on. So at the moment, that category for me is just a primer section, because I wouldn't wear a primer as well at the moment anyway. So I'm going to pull this out. Yes, I'm so excited. For powders, what do I want to do here? Oh yeah, I'm going to pull a powder from a face palette this time and be crazy. I want to go on to the face palettes this time more. Next drawer. So there's a difference here also. I moved my cream blushes in here too. So now all of my cream bronzers and cream blushes are in here. So I was working on, let me just pull this back. I had this contour stick from Lidl and it was in the shade 2 Dark Honey. Guys, this is fantastic. Like, when you just turn your nose up at these things for no reason. This thing was fantastic. Perfect shade for my skin tone. Perfect. Absolutely wonderful. I think it was like €1 or €2. So if you're in a place where they sell this in Lidl, definitely recommend. I was really surprised. Really easy to blend. Really good. So that's my cream bronzer back in here. Is there anything else from this drawer? Yes. I pulled in this primer that I got. It's a sample size. So like the very small sample, because I was talking to Katie and apparently they're different textures, like depending on the size. So this is my one. It has a little bit of yellow to it. I actually really liked this. I really like this. I was so surprised of just how much I liked it. So, well, that's that back. Now it's time to pull stuff in from this drawer. Again, I'm not pulling eyeshadows from here because at the moment, like, what's going on? At the moment, I have a pile of eyeshadows and projects everywhere. So I just want to be a little bit more sane. Right, so for primer, I think this time I'll pull in the Base Booster from BH Cosmetics. Ooh, so exciting. I'm so excited. Okay, and then I think I'll pull in a cream blush this time. Cream blush from Fenty. So I want to pull in, yeah, Rose Latte. So let's open this up, shall we? Right, so this is the cream blush in Rose Latte. I will swatch this at the end, but I'm going to pull this in. These are all of my cream blushes with the exception of one that's in a face palette, and they're all of my cream bronzers. I have them all there. So that's this drawer taken care of. Let me just pull everything apart. Now, on to the next drawer. On to the next. Lip products are next. Well, we had one lip product the last time, and it was this from MAC. It was in the shade Courting Seduction. And I actually have some pictures of my looks for this week for eyeshadow, and you'll see this lipstick in one of them. I'll put it at the part where I have eyeshadow. This is a really creamy formula. What's it say? It's amplified. It's a nice, unique colour. However, it does not last on your lips very long. It moves off and it comes off. But it is a nice, unique colour. So that will go back in here. And then for lipstick, I'm only pulling one, and I want to pull this one. And this is the Ofra liquid lipstick in Miami Fever, and this was part of the voucher thing that came, and I've worn it once, but I want to see, is this a comfortable lip? What's the story? Because all liquid lipsticks formulas that I've used have been like so dry. So I'm going to pull this in and see. I bought one, I didn't buy 17, so it's all G here. And I think I'll actually put in a lip gloss this time, which I didn't do the last time. And I want to pull in this because I'm not really sure. Would I count this as a liquid lipstick or a lip gloss? This is the MAC Vamplify in the shade. What is the shade? Tuned In. So I'm going to pull this up and just can't really remember. I haven't used it in a while. So that's that drawer. Onto blushes and bronzers and highlights section. So here we go here. So for blush the last time I had this Jouer Duo in Adore Me, was that what it's called? In Adore, and I actually really like it. I would call this like matte, to be honest. It was pretty matte on my skin, really liked it. It was not the most pigmented, which I enjoy, but it was still pigmented, so that's going back. Then for bronzers, I had pulled in the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Light Bronzer. I used this about 12 times in the last 2 weeks, and I love it, absolutely love it. Oh God, this is a problem. It's full. It's full, and this is what we try to avoid. It's only full because I repressed something into one of those compacts. It really wasn't full. And then for highlighters, I pulled in this Colourpop Flexitarian. This Colourpop Super Shock in Flexitarian. I actually really liked it. This is one of those highlight for cream highlighters. I would normally, most of the time, wear them as a base on top of my foundation and then put another powder over top. This one is so intense that it is plenty by itself. It is an icy toned highlight. It is quite nice. I actually really liked it. I also tried it once on my face before foundation to see what it would do. It was really nice like that too. Surprisingly much. There we go. That's that back. Now, for what am I pulling in? So for blush, let's say I pulled in a cream blush. So I don't really want to overwhelm myself either. But let's pull in this new one we got from Elaine. So this is the BH Floral Blush, and there's like 9 grams in it. Looky here. Here it is here. Ooh, that looks so good. As again, I'll swatch these at the end. There's no smell off it, but it's can't wait to try it. Can't wait. Then for bronzers, I'm actually going to pull in a bronzer from a face palette. I told you guys the last time I have 2 very light bronzers, and I would use one the first. Well, now I have 3 light bronzers, so over the next couple of times I'll use all the light ones. So now for highlighter, I want to pull in one of my Ofra ones, and I want to pull in the pinky Ofra one. Is that this one, Pillow Talk? I always mix up. And give this some love. I feel like this is like totally the right time of year. Totally. On to the face palette drawer. Okay guys, this is my face palette drawer. This has substantially shrunk over the last couple of years. I do have 2 face palettes in my everyday makeup basket currently because I'm panning them. So for bronzers and for face powders, I said I wanted to pull out of here. So we have a little Makeup Forever. What did I just get on it now? This Makeup Forever compact. So I'm going to just place that here, and I want to pull in Hoola Light. This is going to get some love in. This is a matte bronzer. It's quite yellow on the skin, to be quite honest with you. Very yellow. Will this fit in here? I've never done this before. So exciting. So that's that up for bronzers. Like, look at it. It's actually quite handy to be able to do that. And then for face powder, I want to pull in this Hourglass ambient lighting edit in a Ghost. This thing was €88 and it's an absolute rip-off with the amount of money. The product itself is gorgeous. It's just the pans are microscopic. It's just a nightmare, to be honest. I have just found it a nightmare, so it needs to get some more use. I have used this palette over 40 times, 40, and this is what it looks like. So I'm going to pull in this shade where my thumb is technically a highlighter, but the top 2 I'm going to pull in. I probably end up using all 3, but that's what I'm going to pull in. I like it. I just don't like the effort that I have to go through to make it work, because I don't want, if I want the blush, I don't want the bronzer as well. Do you get me? So this is what's going to be pulled in. The 2 shades are called 1 and 2. No, they're called Finishing Powder in Dim Light and Diffused Light. So that's what's going to come in here. So the last time I was using this ColourPop Blue Moon palette, and I absolutely adore this palette. I adore it. I did a few looks. So I have one look where I have, I think it's Billie Jean all over the lid, and I have that pink lipstick on from ColourPop, and the mattes are just so blendable. They're just so blendable. And then I did another look with, I think it was this shade here in Tide Pool all over the lid, and then I used my Modern Renaissance, the pinks from that in the crease and outer corner. And then the last look, which I don't know if I took a picture of, it had the 3rd matte, which was called Mad About You, all over the lid, and I had Fire China on the outer corner and bits like that. It's just such a lovely palette. I do use Lumi quite a lot. I'm actually really happy I got to use that. Really happy. So that needs to go back in here somewhere. Lovely. It's like squashed. I didn't add anything to this drawer like at this side. Why is it so bloody packed? I'll have to figure this out. We have 2 eyeshadow palette drawers. Like, what do I want to do here? This is so hard, like, because I'm going to tidy this up so that it fits more. I have, over here are some JD Glow singles, but I don't have anywhere to put that if I take it out. Do you know what I mean? Wait, like, what do I do? What's the best thing to do here? Let me think. I kind of want to pull in one of these ColourPop ones as well that I haven't really used. You know this, oh, the peach one. Actually, I'd like to pull out this Orange You Glad one. And then next week then what I'll do is I'll rearrange. So here is the ColourPop Orange You Glad. Look at that. I just really want to use it. It's so stunning, and I haven't really used it at all. I just haven't. I think I used, once it reaches 5 times, I normally pull that off. So, you know what I mean? I keep track of everything I've used, and this one has just not gotten the use yet. So I want to pull it out. And then I'm going to sort out up top so that I can pull out those singles. So Orange You Glad is coming out. And then the ColourPop will go back in here. Hello, fit. Like, ugh. See, I have to stack things so that I see it. So even though there's a full back drawer, I have to stack it in a way I can see it. Hence why there's 2 drawers, even though they're not like all the way back, if that makes sense. So anyway, that is the story with that. So let's go. It was a quick overview and a quick swatchy swatch. Okay guys, so it's time for a quick overview. Sorry, this mirror is going to be totally distracting. So here on my hand. So the very first swatch up the top. Wait, I'm holding this with like the wrong hand. I have no hands. So this Ofra in Miami Fever, that's the very, very top one there. Then this blush, this cream blush called Rose Latte from Fenty, the Cheeks Out. That's the second one that you see there. The third glossy looking one is actually the MAC Vamplify. Sorry, there's paint removed off this table. And then this pinky corally is this blush over here from BH Cosmetics. Looks really stunning. And then that highlighter is the Pillow Talk highlighter. And then finally, this up here is my Hoola Light bronzer. So this is what we're going to be working with. So here's an overview of the products. So let me just put them all into this basket and show you. I don't want to pull in any eyeliners or blush or lip pencils right now. So that is everything that I'm panning and that I'll be using for the next 2 weeks. I know what everything is and where it is, if that makes sense. And then for this palette, then I will just keep that here, basically. And I will reach for that as well. And we'll go from there. So anyway, guys, that was my shop, my stash. How is your first few weeks of January going in relation to trying to find the balance between your panning and using? Let me know. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you the next time. Take care. Bye.